Hey guys, Don Maeda from TransWorld Motocross here. We're at Zaca Station for the 2014 450 shootout. Today we had 6 riders and 6 bikes. Everybody rode the track, got on each bike, adjusted it to their liking, and then did a little lap time session and rode some more.
Alright guys, John Samanovich here with TransWorld Motocross out here at Zaca Station for the 2014 450 shootout. And some of the reasons I've chosen this Suzuki, purely just on some of the handling, the ability to get around the track and really put the bike anywhere I felt I needed to go, especially as the day progressively got rough. I was able to maneuver the bike and put it in areas where I felt in some of the other bikes I wasn't able to do so effortlessly as I did with the Suzuki.
Hey, this is Rich Taylor with TransWorld Motocross. We're out here at the 450, the 2014 450 shootout. Great day at Zaca today. The track was so deep and loamy this morning. It was really good, and then it got kind of hard pack and a little bit slippery this afternoon. So it kind of showed what the bikes can do in the deep and on the hard pack. So it was actually a really good shootout today. As far as the bikes go, they were very similar to last year. The bikes really haven't changed so much except for the Yamaha. They did some really cool, innovative new stuff, but the rest of them have kind of stayed the same, so they performed very similar to the way they did last year. My top 3 were the Suzuki, the Kawasaki, and the KTM 450, especially this morning when the track was deep. And believe it or not, well, it's not real hard to believe, but this afternoon when it got real hard pack and slippery, the KTM 350 ripped. It revved really far, easy to control. I could just get in and out of the corners a lot better than on the bigger bikes. The rest of the bikes, I mean, again, I say this every year and people are probably sick of it, but every one of these bikes are so good. I mean, it's really hard to say, oh, this one's better than that one. I mean, at the end of the day, you ride it, and if you're going to win on one of them, you're going to win on all of them.
Hey, I'm Kyle Perner. We're out here doing the 2014 450 shootout with TransWorld Motocross magazine. Just got a chance to ride all the bikes and put them through their paces. I think this year, my favorite bike is the Suzuki RM-Z 450. Has a great motor, handles great, everything about it. The bike turns really good, and it's just a great overall package for me.
Hey everybody, this is Pat Foster. TransWorld's at Zaca Station today. We're doing the 450 shootout, and it was a fun one. Great day riding. For me, the Suzuki came out on top. I just like everything about this bike. Number one, it handles better than anything. It corners great, turns on a dime, which was really evident here today in the ruts. Dive into the ruts so good, it just go wherever you wanted. I like the power coming out of the corners. It rolled on smooth, great mid-range, good top end. Just everything about this bike I like. Kawasaki was a close second. In fact, I like the motor better on the Kawasaki. I like the ergonomics a little bit better on the Kawasaki. The only thing that's holding it back for me is the air fork. Just didn't quite get it set up to where I was real comfortable. It felt a little mushy in some spots, and then it's got kind of a harsh part in the middle of the stroke. That's the only thing that kept it from winning in my eyes. Third, I'm probably going to give to the Yamaha. I think the Yamaha's got some huge improvements over last year. The low end power is awesome. It handles good. The suspension's really good. What's kind of holding the Yamaha back for me is the front end has a light feel. It's a little bit, a little light, a little sketchy coming into some of the corners. Fourth, I'd probably give it to the KTM. It's got a monster motor, tons of mid-range, tons of top end. The one thing I didn't like too much about the KTM was it has a really mellow bottom end. So you come out of the corners and it hesitates for a second and then it hits super hard. And so I wish I could clean up that little bog right off the bottom. Next, I'd probably say the KTM 350. It's tough to give up 100 cc's, but the KTM 350 is super fun to ride. It corners almost as good as the Suzuki. Obviously it's down on power, but it's quick power and it feels more like a 250 two-stroke than a four-stroke.